I made a video recently where I discussed a celebrity and how this person is not a good example for long term marriage or male female relationships. Today, I want to cite at least 10 or 15 celebrity marriages that have lasted more than 30 years. But before I do that, the first question I want to ask is, what examples do you have of positive marriage that you look up to? Perhaps you have grandparents. Perhaps you know a next door neighbor growing up. And what was it about them that made it seem like they had a good marriage? Were they smiling? Were they nice to each other in the way they communicated? Did they go out and do something together every Sunday? Were they bonded by a common interest? I have the fortune of knowing many, many positive long term marriages. And my question to you is, who do you know that you would like to emulate? Have you found anyone? If you've found nobody, perhaps you can create that marriage that you would like to have. As for the celebrities, we really don't know. We don't know behind the scenes, but I put together a little list of some celebrities that have been married 30 or more years or close to 30. And I discovered that Gene Hackman, the actor, he has had two 30-year marriages. So let me see some other names. Okay. Bruce Springsteen, Kevin Bacon, Michael J. Fox, Tom Hanks, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Mark Harmon, Jamie Lee Curtis, Ozzy Osbourne, Meryl Streep, Susan Lucci, Denzel Washington, Warren Beatty, Samuel Jackson, Bono, Christopher Walken, Dolly Parton. Those are just a few names that I came up with. So let me tell you a couple of stories of relationships that have been nice to watch or no, watch from afar. Okay, many years ago, I knew of this woman who had 5 children and she homeschooled. Her life was centered in the home, the life was centered on the marriage, and she discovered that her husband was having an affair. And it rocked her world, it shocked her. She didn't want to get divorced. She thought, how can I repair this? And what she decided to do was join him in his world of his interests by developing a friendship. He used to like going to concerts, so she started going to concerts with him. He had a motorcycle and would like to ride it around. She decided to become a passenger. Now, was she changing in a phony way? I don't think so. I think she just wanted to do what it was to become her spouse's friend. And that's what was lacking in her marriage, that they were going separate ways. She would be busy with the children, he would be busy with the job, and they were just both tired and they didn't have a common ground. So they repaired their marriage. He didn't have any more affairs, and they become friends, and they became interested in each other. Two other examples of neighbors that I knew several years ago. One couple would walk every day together after work. They would walk 2 to 4 miles, anywhere from a 40-minute walk to over an hour. And I thought that was really sweet. We would always see them outside. And when they moved away and their schedule did not allow for them to walk together, they walked separately during their lunch hours at work. Or they drove on the weekends. They drove out of their new neighborhood to a nice walking trail. Another couple, the husband was very successful and he had a high-level job within his company. And for midlife, he purchased some kind of a Mercedes coupe, like $100,000 car. And the wife noticed that he enjoyed driving this car around. And she said, hey, I'd like to join you. So they never would have thought they would buy this little roadster and just go on local road trips on the weekends. So that's what she did. So I just want to ask you to think about life examples of good marriages and leave some comments below and tell us about a couple that you know and why they are so special. I hope you have a great day and make your marriage great.